welcome to Roadmap 54, the podcast that talk about Africa and what African people they are doing across the continent. Hello everyone, and welcome to Roadmap 54, the podcast that talk about Africa and what African people they are doing across the continent. Today episode, we are going to travel to the west part of Africa continent, and we are going to Côte d'Ivoire or Ivoire Coast. And I have someone very special with me, and this person will be sharing about their journey, about their work. And fun enough, this person is very young. I will ask about his age, and I already say his age. Well, as I said, today we are going to Côte d'Ivoire or Ivoire Coast, and I have a few curiosity about the country to share with you. Let me see here. Okay. Côte d'Ivoire is a country located in the West Africa, this meaning the west part of Africa. The official language of the country is French. In total, there are around 78 different languages spoken in Ivoire Coast, like Jula, Baoulé, Hebron, etc. Cocoa beans became the main export crops cultivated by more than 1/4 of the population. Wow, this means now I know where's my chocolate come from. now I really know. Oh, this is very interesting. And today with me, I want to introduce you someone that is from this amazing country, the country of the cocoa, Ladji Kone. Hello, Ladji, how are you?
Lisa, I'm doing great. You?
I'm fine too. I didn't know that Cote d'Ivoire produce a lot of cocoa. Do you guys like export it from across the world?
Yes. Yes, Côte d'Ivoire is the biggest producer of cocoa beans in the world. And like, I don't know if you remember, maybe we'll come back on it. If you remember, we got on the chocolate fabric of South Bend, and the guys talked about that, if you remember.
Yes, I really remember, and I think it is amazing, know that cocoa come from Cote d'Ivoire, and here in Africa we have a giant
Yeah.
in this sector. It is amazing. But like, let
Mhm.
us talk more a little bit about you and about your country, of course. Tell me a little bit
Mhm.
about you. Who is Ladji Kone, and how old are you?
Okay. Ladji Kone is a young Ivorian living in Boaké. Boaké is one of the city of Cote d'Ivoire, and I'm 22 years old. I'm going to have my 23. Yes, and I have been working as industrial draftsman, but before that, I was graduated with an associate degree in production system maintenance. And after that, then I started working as industrial draftsman. And yeah, in this work, I developed passion for energy efficiency and also providing training to other people who don't have skills in some softwares, industrial softwares. It's a little bit about me.
Wow, this is amazing. Laji, tell me a little bit about Cote d'Ivoire. How is it like for you living in Cote d'Ivoire? And another thing is, do you not speak one of those African language from your country?
Yes, I think Jula because Jula is like my mother tongue. So I, I speak Jula, and it's Jula is like Bambara. When you say Bambara, Jula is like Bambara, and you can find it in Burkina Faso, in Mali, many parts of Africa. And here in Cote d'Ivoire, when you say Jula, it's like the commercial language because people use most of this language to make transaction business because most of the people doing business are uh, from Jula community. So it became like commercial language. And also talking about the living place here in Côte d'Ivoire, it's very amazing because you have different atmosphere everywhere where you go. For example, here in Boaké, you have they call this place the place of peace. The place of peace is related to an old history of where because Cote d'Ivoire also faced war situation, war period. But after that, during this period, Boaké was the main city where we would be able to fund military and other people. But after this period, Boaké they give the name of Peace City. So Boaké is known as the Peace City of Cote d'Ivoire. And also we have other cities like Yamoussoukro, which is the political capital. And there you can find one of the biggest basilica in the world. It's in Yamoussoukro. Yeah. And also, yeah, I mean, the the big thing, I mean, in there is a one city when we say Cote d'Ivoire is hospitality, it's Abidjan. I tell you, if you go in Abidjan, you say no, Abidjan is good than Paris. Most of people say that. Yeah,
Oh wow, wow! Now I think I want to go there and know how Abidjan vibes looks like.
yes.
Looks very
I
interesting.
welcome you.
Hey, and I can feel the passion when you are talking about your country, and this is amazing. And I think that it is more amazing because the city that you live, it is not in the capital, right? It is like another
Yeah,
city.
it's not. Mhm.
Oh wow! I think it is amazing because sometimes when we see young African people doing like amazing things, we are more used to listen those that they live in their capital city than those that they are far from the capital city. Yeah, and I think
Mhm.
this is very very amazing. And tell me, like, what is industrial draftman does, like, what is your daily base, what do you do? And if I want to be an industrial draft woman in this case, what I needed to start to be around this.
Okay. Um, an industrial draftman, there is if the industrial draftman will have different role in the method office because generally they work on method office where they will design and reflect about system and after the reflection is like the design process, design thinking part. After the design thinking part, they will design it using softwares. After that, they will paste to the production part. But to be an industrial draftsman, I work specifically in the mechanical part. And the mechanical part, you have to get skills in mechanics study, electrical part, hydraulic part, and you'll have also thermodynamic, a lot of technical skills. And because I started working as industrial draftsman, but I didn't know that I will work as industrial draftsman because after my graduation, one of my teacher, recommended me because the company came in Boaké. They was looking for people able to do this work, and because I was able to draw really well by hands, and he said, oh, I can recommend Ladji Ahmed to this work. And then I started working as industrial development, but I said you have to use industrial softwares, but at school, they never train us how to use those software. And at the beginning, it was very hard, very very hard, because we were. If I saw you, my previous design, you'll say no, this is not a design. It's just like something. because we were trying, we were trying, but it was very amazing. And in our daily life, what we do is like, for example, our first project, our CEO sent us a picture of a machine. He saw the machine on China, and he sent us the picture. He said, "I want this machine." So our work was to think about the system, the function, how the system function, how it works, how everything works together, and design it. So we started thinking about it. We designed it. After the design process, then we manufactured our first machine in 2022 because we started in 2021. And this machine was to produce geoconcrete bricks using lands and combining it with other materials to produce the geoconcrete base. It was for sustainable building. Then I saw that industrial development is very amazing because it's something like coming from, if I can say, coming from nowhere and coming from nowhere to life, because you'll have period to think about it like design process. You'll reflect about it, what can be good, what can not be good, and then you'll find out the right thing to do and go to the production part.
Wow, I think it is a very interesting sector to be working. You say that when you finish school, you start working as
Yeah.
an industrial draftsman without
Mhm.
knowing that, like that you are
Yeah.
an industrial draftman. Tell me a little bit
Mhm.
how is the education system in Côte d'Ivoire, mainly for those that they are finishing the high school or the university. Do you guys have like kind of mentors that can help you or guide you to know, okay, I'm good at this and this is the kind of things that I want to do, and maybe this person will tell you, oh, okay, this sector, it is better for you because the skills that you have, they can be used to work on it, or like maybe the schools, they have someone that can guide all the student into this process. How the education system is work there.
Okay. There are no people where you can go and they will get you on the process after your study. But the thing you can do is like making connection with your teachers, your professors during classes, and doing that at the end of your studies. It's like you build relationship when you was at school, and when you hand you are at your graduation, you can easily go to your professor and communicate with them, and they will be free to give you education on what you can do. But if you are at school and you're like, I just want to learn and go home, I don't want to make any connection, at the end, it will be very hard to connect with your teachers, your professor. Of course, they will say, yes, this is what you do. But if you build relationship before, they will more know you and be able to guide you on what you can do better. But the education system in here is like this. After study, it's over, right? You study, it's over, so you have to find out what you will do. But the school where I study, they have a program when students finish their studies. They have program to fund for them internship in companies. So this is one of the, I mean, good things. Not all the school have this program here in the country. But when you have this program, it's more better for you to find internship program and make connection, because they want to build this relationship with students to make long-lasting relationship between them. It's like this here.
I think that it is the same as here in Angola. Like it is completely the same. We don't have like mentor. We don't, like when you finish school, you know. And as you said, you need to try to see if you found people that they can help you around, and yeah, it is like it is, unfortunately. And tell me a little bit,
Yes.
when and did you start creating this love of sustainable development and energy efficient? Like mainly in this world of climate change, I think we are always listening
Mhm.
about how we can do better for heal
Mhm.
our environment, for make
Yeah.
our world a better place for the next generation, because like the world is what the world is, but as human being we still need to do our work, that is try to do things better. I want to know more your story behind this.
You said starting working as industrial draftsman, we immediately started working on the machine for making geoconcrete bricks. So I saw the vision of the company, and I was really I liked the vision. I mean, it was like recycling waste and transform this waste into reusable materials for building. And this is where my passion came from for energy efficiency. I saw that this is the vision of the company, but on my side too, I have to ask for the climate change. Then working on all of those projects on sustainability, developed my passion for energy efficiency, and I was like the company is focusing on recycling waste, but what can I do a part of recycling waste to transform it? What can I do a part of that? Then I started. Firstly, my first idea was to implement technological system like IoT domotic system. I also worked on a project where we provide a domotic security system, but at the end I saw that this system here in the country it can work, but the people here will not have the necessary financial means to afford that. Then I was thinking like I want to provide the system that even if I want to provide, but the population cannot afford it. So I think about other things always related to making economic and your energy using, because IoT is like monitoring your energy, monitoring everything. Then I switch to energy efficiency implementing, so providing solution to companies and population. I mean, personal, personal application to get them on how to use efficiently the energy system to provide uh, more outcome always by using less energy.
Wow, I think it is interesting. And tell me something. There in Cote d'Ivoire, you guys talk a lot about this sustainability in the environment, in things that you are doing, like building house and all this stuff.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yes,
good.
the company when I was is firstly the company is a real estate company. So the first main area is to build and also make land development. The CEO has he make a lot of land development in the country. So after doing that, he said, I want to do another thing. So it's where he comes to make the other part of sustainable development, like making machines, starting build developing tools to produce sustainable materials. But also the country in itself takes some initiative, like government initiative, and they also create a ministry for the sustainable part, environmental ministry, because they want to reach 40% of renewable energy by 2023. It's like global initiative, not only personal initiative, but in the global view, the government also take initiative to tackle this problem, this issue, which is the climate change.
Interesting. And tell me about your love for the education. How it start?
Uh, uh, it starts, but the when he started working as industrial draftsman, I said there was no skill in using industrial softwares, and I and my colleague we saw that this is a big problem because at the beginning the different design we made was very bad, and we saw that is a real problem. And I remember we received some notification, I mean, some feedback from students who wanted to use those software and they said, I don't know how to do it. And they was coming to us to say, please, can you design this for me because I want to introduce the design in my report because I want to make uh, an internship and they asked me for that. And we saw that at school, they don't train. Why, if we start training a center to provide only training in industrial softwares? And because we receive a lot of feedback saying that I didn't get this role or I they want someone able to use this software. And it's where we're starting thinking about implementing uh, our training center. And at the beginning, it wasn't very easy. It wasn't easy because people was like, industrial softwares? No, I don't want. Even if the price was very cheap, they said no. I remember some anecdote. The guy said, I know that you, because he said it to my colleague because he was his friend. He said, I know that you don't know everything in those software, so I can pay for that. I just ask you to give me the small, I will not be able to pay for that. But today is going to my friend and say, even if you want, whatever the amount you want, I will pay because I need the skills. you know. So things are changing because people know that those software is very important in every industry, like architectural industry, manufacturing industry. The skills of those software is very important. This is where we start. All of this.
But like when exactly did you start? Like the year until now, how many people did you guys like training? Do you have like a number, or can you guess like a number? How many people?
Yes, we start in 2023. The idea was in 2022, but we really start in 2023. And the past year we trained. It was this year before the fellowship. It was yeah we trained 15 students from architectural fields. And after this program, currently we have like personal training. We are trying to new approach to the training part, but currently it's around 3 students because the educational here didn't start yet. So we're just training people we want to learn. But when they will start the education here, we'll see to find out which students we want to get training. But we already start at least 15 students in architectural fields.
This is great. And after you trained them, do you like how the process of the training continue? Like you guys try to see kind of internship for them, or it is like okay, I do my training and that is all. Now I'm ready to go to the market and they try to get something. How is the process
Yeah.
look like?
Um, for the student with trend, they was in the first year of associate degree. It means that at the end of the training, they will go for the second year of the associate degree. But our program is like when we train them, we create a WhatsApp group where we send them every time exercise to do and to continue the training process. And we are thinking about new approach. It's like making partnership with the some institution to provide training for free only for students, because we know that even if we think the price is cheap, but for students is not always cheap. So we are thinking about creating a kind of partnership where we'll be able to get funds to provide them training for free only for students, but for professional they will pay. So, and after implementing those partnership with institution, we'll be able to make the partnership to introduce them in companies for internship role. So this is what we are thinking about right now. But currently, it's like making WhatsApp group and continue providing them exercise on improving their skills.
I think that you are doing great. You are doing like an amazing job training the next generation and doing all this. I think this is very very amazing. Yeah, I really agree that it is good. Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah,
Yeah,
like we
congratulations
said,
on your work.
thank you.
Yeah, great, great, great. Wow, I'm like, like for someone that have 22 years old doing it, it is very, very nice. It is very, 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 very good. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
I'm very
now.
happy about your work. This is great.
Thank you. Because like I said, we cannot do everything by ourselves. It's also because of my colleague, because he's the kind of person who can make communication. Because I'm not great at communication. I'm like a reserved person. I'm not great at communication.
I
If you
don't
saw
believe in
me,
you.
actually, it was because if you saw me making communication is like I takes time to observe you, then I will go. Yeah, I will start communication. But generally, in when I go in some place to make immediately communication, it will be hard. So it's
Tell,
also great because of my colleague.
how did you teach? If you say that
Uh,
you're not good at communication, I'm asking, how did you teach
okay,
them? Tell me.
for this part is different because when I go to teach, it's like I know what I'm going to talk about. So it's like I'm going to provide you knowledge. So I know that even if I don't have all the knowledge, but when you ask me a question, I'll be able to give you an answer. So for training is different.
You say that for training is different, but it is not
So,
for wow. This is funny. This is very fun. But I think it is very good because, as I say, you are training the next generation of those that they want to be industrial draftsmen, and mainly for those that they will be working in your country. I think Cote d'Ivoire, as the most part of African country, they are country that we are trying to develop. We are trying to make like better. We are building new infrastructure, and this is like how things they work in our country. And it is good because if you are an architect and you can when you are at school be able to learn how to do things. I think when you become a professional, you will be a better professional and you'll be able to
mhm,
build better solution. And mainly if we are building like a sustainable solutions that we can
yes,
use like better materials that they are not bad for the environment, because we
mhm,
want our planet to be here for more and more and more year, right?
yes, yes,
Great.
mhm,
And Laji, tell me something. I know you are a Mandela Washington Fellowship. You went to Notre
yeah.
Dame University like me.
Mhm.
And I want to know more about you. Like, how was your experience? and
Mhm.
going to United States, like, did you make a lot of friends? Did you make like a lot of contact? Did you like saw ideas that you saw and were like, oh, I think if I can implement a little bit about this at home, I can be doing better things. I can like be helping more people that I'm helping. How was for you the experience there?
Yes, the experience, I will always say it was very great. Yes, because it was my first experience abroad. I was like, the first time, I was like, wow, I'm going abroad and in the United States. And the first time when I was, because to go in the United States, we have to go through Paris. And in Paris, I met Daisy, and I also met Naja and I forgot her name. I really remember. So for the first time, when Daisy sent the picture and the group common group, I saw him. So I go close to him, and he start talking. I was "Ah, like I can really catch what he's saying. I can really catch because at the beginning the language was very hard for me. So Daisy was talking, and I was like, okay, okay, because I wasn't able to catch everything. And in my mind, I was like, am I going to survive this? Because it was hard, but with time, with time, I got improvement, and so this is one of the benefits of the fellowship I got is the improvement in my listening skills because I was able to be immersed in different different language from different countries. So I was able to say, this is from Namibia, this is from Angola, and Mauritius. So I was like learning at the same time different accents, and it was great for me. And the things I really like during the fellowship is the dedication between each of us. You know, when there is something, they will ask you, what is fire alarms? Fire alarms. When there is fire alarm, the others will ask, what is this? What is this? Did you saw this? You know, it was like uh, a new family abroad, and it was very good, very, very good. And something during the fellowship, it was in different building. It was like I think about the efficiency system. When I said efficiency system, I think about the thing they do well. It's like when you go to wash your hands, you say the system is not like you open and wash your hand. When you finish to wash your hand, you'll say water is always go- but the system is like put your hands under, and when you leave your hands, the water will stop coming. It's also part of efficiency. If you also saw the napkins is in, I think it's in reusable materials. All of that is part of efficiency because it's contribute to preserving the environment. So the thing I saw there, I think in the administration here in the country, if we are able to implement all of those practice here, it will be also good for us because it will contribute to safeguard the environment in water part, in recycling part, they use they I think they have a great focus on efficiency. Even if it's because for me efficiency is not only energy, electricity, it's in everything we do. So it was great for me. Great.
I think at the end of the day was a great experience for all of us, and we was able to learn a lot, like really, really a lot. And I think this is true, as you say, that we could uh, hear different accept for different countries, and this was very nice. And it is good because your country official language is French.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, and apart of the French, you speak other African language. What is the name?
yes. Jula.
Jul, yeah, Jula, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, you speak other
Yes.
African language, and now you have English. It is like three language
English.
that you know right now, and this is very
Yes.
cool. And you are like
Mhm.
improving. You are like still learning, and it is kind of like my case. I'm here in Angola, and in Angola we speak Portuguese, and I have English,
Mhm.
and I want to. And now I'm trying to learn French. Now I'm
Okay.
like. I'm trying to learn French. I really want to be able to speak French. I know like
Mhm.
few words that I
You
know.
feel
Yeah, like bonjour, comment ça va bien, toi,
it.
bien merci. Yeah, and
Mhm.
I think I still have a lot of learn, but I think it is very brave of us to be able to learn a new language and to be able to
Yeah.
communicate with people
Mhm.
in those language. Tell me now that the fellowship finish, you go back to your country. What is your
Mhm.
daily life like right now after you went to America? You take class there. You learn it a
Mhm.
lot, and now it's like you are back home. My question is, what is next? What can
Yeah.
I like waiting for Mr. Kone do? Like I want to see more about your work. Like what is next?
Mhm. Okay. The next thing is uh, because the buff project training center and energy efficiency. So for energy efficiency I will try to no not try. I will do my best. I will do my best. So for the energy efficiency is like to connect with different institutions here to assess what is the real needs according to efficiency, and after doing that I'll be able to find ways to implement the project because the project concern companies, population. So before that, I have to connect with all of those companies, all of those population to assess their needs, and after making a kind of wrap up to assess to find ways to assess the need to provide them solution. But I have my solution, but sometimes you have your solution, but you don't know if the solution is right for the people. So this is one thing we learned there and
This
during
is
the fellowship.
capsing.
Yes.
This is true.
And
This is true.
the training center, like I said, we want to fund a partnership with institutions to develop new ways of training. We want to provide training for free for students in industrial software. So we'll stand for partnership to provide them. They will be able to fund, and then we'll use those funds to provide them the training. And for it's like developing both parts. Like we learned that one ventures or one company can have an LGO part and for non-profit part and for profit part. So this is what we want to do with the training center. For profit part, we'll be providing training for professionals and non-profit part for students. This is what we want to develop, and we are reflecting about uh, different approaches to do that.
Great. This is amazing. For me, like I can see already this all working. I really can see like everything's working because the first step that is the most difficult one you have done already. That is start.
Mhm.
You start and you are already
Yeah.
helping people. You are already like training students, and now it is
Mhm.
only still pushing, like still pushing and
Yeah.
pushing, and I know this will be
Mhm.
like or oh, good. Wow. I'm really, really enjoying our talk. We are kind of in the field last minute, but we still have like more
Mhm.
time. We can still talk more a little bit about your experience, about your country, Ladji. That I think like Cote d'Ivoire, you guys have a very like it is like a strong country with strong people that they really want to go and do things. I think I told
Yeah.
you that I have a friend that he's from Cote d'Ivoire and his name is
Mhm.
Alex. And the Alex, he has like this drive too, you know, that he want to do things. He's an entrepreneur and he's someone that he's always like pushing and pushing and like
Mhm.
let's go, let's do. And I can feel
Yeah.
it. I can feel like the same spirit in you that okay, let's go, let's do the things. And I think this is very amazing. And I think this kind of this strong sense of being, this is not only in Cote d'Ivoire, but I feel that we can find in all countries across Africa. And they talk about
Yeah.
countries across Africa. Tell me more a little bit. Like you say, going to United States was your first experience,
Oh,
going like out
yeah.
of the country. And it is like
Yes.
imagine your first trip is I'm going to United States. Hey, this is
Yes.
very nice. I think this is very very nice, you know. But
Mhm.
for you, like, how was the experience to be with other and the have like the opportunity to know other people from Africa continent for different country
Yeah.
that they are doing amazing things like you. How did you feel it? Like, how was the experience?
It was, when I started discovering what each of you was doing, I was like, wow, this country has a lot of leaders. I will not say, but okay, maybe if yeah, for you leaders, but currently I consider you as a leader, each of you. And I was like, wow, people are doing very great. When you saw someone explaining his idea, uh, giving you different details, you're like, wow. It was, and during I must discover that during the competition, competition simulation of competition, it was like you were discovering really the different details and the impact of each person. It was like, wow, people are doing great, and I met. It wa- I said it. I'm very lucky when I met each of you. I don't know if I will meet you in different contexts, but through the Mandela Washington Fellowship, thanks to the U.S. embassies in the country, thanks to all the different institutions doing this program, I met all of you and I learned also from you. It was very great. I don't have words to describe. And as the staff member at Notre Dame, like Ed, Sarah, and yeah, it was good.
I can see that you don't have words to explain, and it is funny because I really can feel your emotion. You know, I really can feel all your emotion and how this experience was like completely change your life and the way that you see
Mhm.
things. And I can feel how passionate you are to still doing all the work that you are already doing in your country. And this is amazing. As I say, I really learn it. Like I really learn a lot with you too, and we all learn at the end of the day. We really all like
Yes.
learn, and this is amazing. This is like this is was it like amazing experience that we had the opportunity to know amazing people, amazing African young
Yeah.
people, and learn about what they are doing across their
Mhm.
continent and in their country. This is like wow. And Laji, tell me, we are like kind of in the like last minute, and I
Mhm.
wanted to ask the question that I'm always asked in the end of each episode. that I want you
Okay.
to be able to invite or recommend someone to be here in the podcast. The person can be someone from your country or for another country across the continent, and you need to tell
Okay.
the name of the person. This is the first thing that you need to say. You say like the name of the person, the country that this person coming from, and
Okay.
why do you want me to bring this person here and you talk with them, like why do you think this person is amazing for one of the episode. Are you ready to do that?
Yes.
Okay, you can take like
Uh,
few minutes to think if you don't know the name of the person yet. But okay, you can go tell me
yes.
the person that you want.
I mean, before that, I was thinking about, all of them. I say there are many people, and I will start by thinking about uh, Musa Yusuf. Musa Yusuf is from Nigeria, and he was also part of the Mandela this year at Notre Dame. Musa Yusuf has this kind of uh, uh, like inspiration to do better for other people, because he saw that he is in situation. When he saw people in the same situation, he said, I have to do something for them. Even if it's my situation, I will help them to have better situation. And I think Musa have to talk I mean, give us his inspiration, his motivation, because it, no, not everyone in his situation will do what he's doing. I think really not everyone will do that, and he has to be listen to provide us his spirit. Yes, and there are a lot of people that.
I can imagine there is really a lot of people doing amazing things across
Mhm,
the continent, and I know Musa too, and he's from Nigeria. And I think that the fact that you pick Musa from all people that you know, it is very
mhm,
amazing. And this is true. He's doing amazing, but an amazing and inspiring job in his country, and the quantity of people that he's helping, it is
mhm,
like he really give us that sense of no matter what kind of a difficulty you face in your life, you still need to push and do things not only for you but things for the other too. And I'm very happy that
mhm.
you choose Moses. This is, yeah, amazing. And sure, I will bring him here. Sure, I will. Thank you so much for do that. And Laji, tell me, we are like at the end, and I want you to leave an advice for young African
Mhm.
people that they are across your country, first of all, and across the world. Like, leave an advice for them that, like, whatever advice that you want to do, leave for them.
Okay. The things I will say is that uh, when you want to change something in the world, don't try to change it by looking at you. I mean, don't try to do it because you want people to see you like as a star doing great, but do it for other people to help other people to grow. Because when others grow, the feeling you get is there is no explanation when you get those feelings, because you will see people growing, and you'll think that, or you'll see that you bring something little in their life to help them grow. It's unexplainable. And one of my words, my phrase, maybe you know it, it's about the mosquito. It's like Even if you think that you are small, you are young, you don't have resources, you don't have connection to change anything. So go back, sit down, and think about the situation of the mosquito. If you close yourself on a room with one mosquito, you'll see that is not about your uh, strength. It's not about if you are small or not. The mosquito will show you that even if I'm small, I can this make something destroy you. So think about that and think and know that even if you are small, you can change something, and you can do it. You are able to do it.
This is true. This is true. A small mosquito can make you very mad. I say by experience, it can make you very mad. But this is true. This is no matter how small we are, we can still make the change in the world. I think this is the best advice that someone can give to a young people across our continent, and this is amazing. Laji, thank you so much. Thank you so much for accepting be here with me
Thank you.
today. Thank you so much for taking your time to um, have this conversation, to talk about your life in Cote d'Ivoire, to talk about your work in the sustainable area development, and about your work as an industrial draftsman, and how you are doing all this education system in your country to build the next generation of industrial draftsmen. As I said, I think the work that you are doing is completely amazing, and they still doing it. You are like an amazing person that is doing amazing things, and I can see your future like bright, like a star, like a diamond, like yeah, like still pushing.
Yes, yes.
Still push. Thank you so much more one time, and we are basically at the end of our episode, and the only thing that I need to say now is for all the people at home that they listen to us, thank you so much, and we see you each other in the next episode. Bye bye, Lige. Bye bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.